Me again. It is time for Wednesday Why. Come on in. I'm just going to be with you real quick. One of the things that being a part of this business that we've been challenged to do is just share our why. And I want to expand on that a little bit. A lot of you see me go live and come out here and all those great things and show this fabulous jewelry, but there's also a why behind it. One of the things that's kind of happened this past week, I'm gonna back up. My why for this business that I participate in, the jewelry that you see behind me, is has a little future thought to it. In about 5 years from now, I'm gonna have two young adults in college at the same time, and honestly, I hope to be retired at that point, or looking very closely at retirement at that point. And I don't want the expense of college tuition, and I don't want them to create debt while they're in college. I want to be able to cash flow and show them how to cash flow education, but I also don't want to delay delay retirement. So that's one of my whys for this business, and it started off as kind of an exploratory thing, and it has turned into a fun activity. Ooh. I don't know why my phone's so loud, but anyway. But y'all, this past week, I've been working with some girlfriends of mine on a girls trip that's coming up, and I really had to stop and look in the mirror and understand who I am and the decisions I make. And more importantly, as you get older, you really think about how you want to be treated and how you treat people. And so I just encourage you, as you contemplate your why do you do the things you do, why do you make the decisions that you make, that we slow down just a little bit to put ourselves in other people's shoes. And in that process of slowing down and understanding who it is that you're communicating with, that you also take a look in the mirror and take a look at the communicator. The older I get, I kind of move a lot differently. I was telling a younger cousin last week, when you hit 30, you think, okay, I got this thing called life under control. And then when you hit 40, you kind of start to build the boundaries around yourself that you probably should have had in your 20s, protecting your mental health, protecting your emotional health, making sure that people understand exactly who you are and what you allow for you and what you don't allow for you. As you interact with people, they deserve to know what your boundaries are, and you should seek to understand what other people's boundaries are. And then when I hit 50, it was like, look, y'all, my name is Tara Childress, Thomas by marriage. This is who I am. I would love for you to be a part of this circle that I surround myself with. But should you choose not to because I'm outside of your boundaries, it's okay. And should I choose not to interact with you because you're outside of my boundaries, it's okay. But I need to know that, and I need to communicate that, and I need to seek to understand that about other people. But in that process, I also need to respect who people are around me, that just as human beings, and understanding who they are, where they're from. Maya Angelou has a famous saying that says, when you show me who you are, you need to believe it the first time. So when you show me who you are, I need to believe you the first time. And it's okay who you are. That's okay for you. And then I have to understand what's okay for me. And so in planning and circling back, y'all, in planning this girls trip, I had to remind myself of that over time people change, and that either I can move with that change, but I have a choice. And if how they move and how they've changed over time has changed as well, that I have the choice to move with them or without them, and it's still okay. So I say this on today for people to stop and take a moment and understand your why. Your why in how you move, your why in how you speak, your why in how you treat people, and understand what your boundaries are to protect yourself, your mental health, your emotional health, but also at the same time try to be respectful of others. And it's a balancing act. But make that your why this week, y'all. Why do I do the things I do? Why do I say the things I say? And am I considerate of others while also protecting myself? Because it is a balancing act, and it's something we have to teach our young people. And so my why this week is really figuring out, how do I teach my two tweens, these little people that I live with, how to protect themselves but enjoy the people around them and respect them at the same time. So just a little, my thing today for my Wednesday why, y'all. Feel free to leave comments, feel free to contemplate, but that's my why for this week. We'll do this again next Wednesday, and I'll get better at this, y'all. I'm trying to feel this Wednesday why thing out. But just wanted to put some thoughts out there on just what I've experienced in interacting with some really old friends as we plan this girls trip, y'all. Because I'm going to tell you, it's 13, and just to give you a little history on this, 13 women 30 years ago pledging Delta Sigma Theta became lifelong friends. And I love those other 12 women very dearly. But we have our quirks, y'all. Oh my God, do we have our quirks. And we used to get together every year so that we could spend November 23rd together. That's the day that we cross. And then it's kind of spread out over the years. So now we get together about every 3 to 5 years. And then when we get together, we like, ooh, y'all lost some work. Oh my goodness, y'all lost some work. But it's because we have all evolved. Everybody has moved in kind of their own space with their careers, their spouses, their families, their kids. And so, we've grown and we've changed. But we still want to embrace that sisterhood that we had when we were older teenagers, young adults. And so we're still trying to figure it out, y'all, 30 years later. But I think part of that, again, is about the boundaries that you put around yourself as an individual, and understanding the boundaries of the people that you interact with. But anyway, y'all, that's my spiel. Now I got to go back to my Nissan life. I will catch y'all tonight. We'll look at some jewelry. Have a great day.